What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today, when I talk to you about Intuitive Machines, I want to go over some of the data points, what's been coming out from the company itself, and why this upcoming week might be pretty epic. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Friday did go up 10.03%, so showing some signs of life, piggybacking off the broader market, different attributing factors to that optimism on Friday. So one of which was this, so kind of dedicated to China and their stocks. China's cutting rates potentially, and also a massive stimulus. Bank of America is actually saying otherwise, that it won't actually just benefit Chinese stocks, rather across the board. As well, at the same time, you did have PCE coming out better than anticipated, both on a month-over-month and year-over-year basis. So that did translate to rate cuts, potential rate cuts for the November 7th meeting. Right now, there is a 53.3% likelihood of a 50 basis point cut, and that is followed by a potential another 25 basis point cut for the December 18th meeting. So 125 basis point cuts in 2024 is huge for the broader market, growth stocks such as Lunar. So in reality, I think the market is still cautious, but if we do, for instance, this upcoming week, we have a lot of consumer linked data. If that is good, then that is going to pretty much validate and cause the market to price in these rate cuts for probably the November 7th meeting. So in reality, that's going to really propel Lunar very high. And I've kind of stated in the past, I think I've only brought them up in a pre-market video, but Lunar is a pretty good hybrid stock. So of course it's a momentum play and also a squeeze play. And with this broader market optimism, you do see a lot of big money getting in. So these are all the transactions on the secondary market above $100,000. And essentially, based on the bid, the ask, and the selling price, almost 90% of over the last week has been buys. So big money is starting to gravitate towards Lunar, and this is why you do see some very good support levels being kind of formed, and essentially based on the technicals for it to really propel higher. So that's kind of more of a precursor on why this upcoming week is going to be pretty good. So I'm going to again kind of go over some of the data points for that, but at the same time, looking at options, you see a lot more optimism for that, and a lot more money getting in through options. So 5.74 million in calls, 992,000 in puts. 47% of all the options being done are optimistic and bullish. That's just simply from Friday. And the call options that are being purchased, you do see a consensus for it to be roughly around that $9.50 to $10 range for this upcoming week, so expiring October the 4th, 2024. Shorts, on the other hand, they've been stubborn, still lingering for a while. So on Friday, shorts did return though, 141,000 shares, but 23.69% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 13.53 million shares. Utilization 88.7, short score, so the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening, is 77.44. And then cost to borrow averages as well, 19.11. So I feel with this upcoming week and a lot of broader market optimism, big money kind of coming back into Lunar, you could, like, shorts are overextended, so you could see shorts just naturally returning this upcoming week. And so combine that with buying from entities, and then this is where you'll see Lunar really propel higher. So again, that's just my opinion. You guys do whatever the hell floats your boat and stuff like that. But as far as moving on, with it closing at $8.78 on Friday, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. So $8.11 is that strong support. And then $9.84 is going to be that next strong resistance / target. Lunar is very volatile, so this is why you see a lot of wide gaps on the fib levels. So in the foreseeable future, just anticipate a lot of volatility. That's kind of the moral of the story. But given the technicals and it recently bouncing off of those strong support levels, I feel, based on just the optimism associated to the market, the options, shorts just being overextended, it will easily be able to touch this R1 come Monday, and then potentially from there propel it to this R2, and then who knows, maybe even the R3, dependent on the data points that are coming out. So the technicals are looking very primed and ready for a nice breakout. Starting on Friday as well, though, you do see a nice bullish deviation, so white line above the red. So of course that's going to give it a nice push higher. 55 is the stochastic, so it is somewhat neutral, so not really overbought nor oversold. So it kind of did reset itself quite a lot from the consolidation from its recent highs on the 20th. And then number of retail investors, despite the pullback, have been buying pretty much the whole time, because this is zero. So in theory, anything above zero, it is getting more buyers than sellers. Number of, not frequency, if that kind of makes sense. So yeah, I think retail is buying the hell out of Lunar, and rightfully so, right? I think this news that came out on the 17th really puts it in perspective on what this company is doing and how the future potential of it. So let me know your guys' thoughts on Intuitive Machines. This is a very quick summary on just things that you need to know and why this upcoming week is going to be fairly epic. Of course, linked to a lot of the data points and just its technicals, and just the fact that big money is really kind of scouring to Intuitive Machines. So let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Do you currently own it? Do you sell it? What's your thoughts on it? And have you guys been doing options? So a lot of money has been getting in, like I pointed out, even if we kind of extend that over the last 3 days, like just based on Friday, that makes up the majority of the volume. You can kind of clearly see that. So Friday was a quick 180 from that. Even if we extend it over the last 30 days, like ever since the news that came out on the 17th, clearly goes to show that there's a lot of big entities really paying attention to options. So if you guys do not know options, I really highly recommend you guys researching it, because it can be very beneficial whether you are bullish or bearish. Because if you feel Lunar is overdone, you can always be bearish on the actual stock itself through options. Very beneficial. So let me know your thoughts, like I said. And one final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. The link to this is in the description below, and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.